guys, it's Kevin again, and in this video we're going to season, Once Upon a Time, Season 3, Episode 10, The New Neverland. This was a really great episode. I really like the direction that this show is going in, and there was one thing that I didn't like. The only thing I didn't like about this episode was that flashback that we got between, Snow and, Prince Charming. By the way, I finally got an iPhone 5S today, so yeah. I'm really happy about that because I've been wanting one and I finally got one. So yeah, I was just throwing that out there. So yeah, I finally got an iPhone 5S. But let's just get to this episode, which I definitely really enjoyed beyond the flashback. I just thought the flashback was just a little strange. It kind of came out of nowhere. And I don't really know why it was necessary to talk about, talk about that tonight, but we're not really going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the main plot, which I thought was the most interesting part of this episode. First of all, the episode started off with Ariel and Belle, and they're walking through, and Ariel sees Eric for the first time, and she kisses him and everything. But then they see that everyone is coming back on the ship back to Neverland, and they're coming back and everything, and everyone's really, really excited to see them, and you can see everyone's just so overjoyed, and Rumpelstiltskin and Belle have their very, highly anticipated reunion, and I know there are a lot of Belle fans out there, and I know a lot of people love them together, so a lot of people are very happy about this reunion, and we got a very nice reunion from them. They sort of just, they kissed and everything, they hugged and everything, and they talked and I really like the reunion. They are very cute together. So we got that. But the biggest thing that's going on is that Emma knows that there is something wrong with Henry. She can clearly tell that, and we know that Henry is now Pan, and Pan is Henry. Because Henry is preferring Regina over Emma, and Emma doesn't really know why that's going on. Now, Regina thinks that Emma's just kind of jealous of her and everything, and Emma says, no, I know there's something else going on besides this, which, I mean, Emma just sort of has that mother instinct that Regina doesn't, so it really shows that Emma is, more of a mother to Henry than Regina is, because Regina doesn't have that mother instinct that Emma has, which Emma does have that, so that was definitely very interesting to see. So then what we see after this is we see that Henry, basically, he's now Pan and everything, and there's definitely a very big change in him. He, as I said, is preferring Regina over Emma, which is just, it's very, surprising that this is happening. He's preferring her over, Emma, and, Regina just thinks it's because he's scared, basically, and that it's because he's afraid that Pan's coming after him, and Emma's also afraid that Pan is going to come after them. So what they decide to do is, she decides to open up Pandora's box, and Rumpelstiltskin says, no, I cannot do that. But she says, they have to do that, basically. So that's ultimately what they end up doing. They end up opening Pandora's box, and they release Pan. Now, at first, they just think Pan is Pan, and they're about to kill him. But then he says, wait, I'm Henry. So, she sees that Pan is now Henry and everything. She saw that, which was definitely very interesting to watch, all of that. And she says, well, tell me something only Henry would know. And she says, what was the first time? And basically she asks, what was the first real connection that we had? And he said that their first really big connection was their first really, really big connection was when, they met in that, this is true, when they met in his castle and everything, and he told her, and she said the reason that she left him was because she wanted a better life for him, so, and that is completely true, and she realizes this is Henry and everything, and, they basically want to find a way to stop Pan. Now, Pan is doing something very interesting because she goes with Regina to this place, and basically, she says, don't touch anything, but Pan kind of has this idea with somebody else, and we don't really know what their idea is yet, but we find out at the end of the episode, and so they're all coming up with an idea on how to stop him, and they basically say that the only way they're going to be able to stop him, they don't really know how they're going to be able to stop him and everything, but there has to be, some sort of way to stop him. They just can't really think about a way to stop him right now, and that's really the big problem here. So what ends up happening is after this we do see what Pan wants to do, and it is much bigger than I thought it would be. Also, Wendy was reunited with John and Michael, which was very cute to see. I like seeing that a lot. And also, it was great to see them in Storybrooke again and not in Neverland, although we do find out something really big about what Pan is doing. So, Pan's plan here is to basically make the curse come back, wipe all of their minds, make them forget about everything, pretty much, and build a new Neverland. Where basically nobody remembers anything and they all just forget everything and they all stay the same age and everything. That's his plan. He wants to build a new Neverland, and that's pretty much what essentially I thought he wanted to do. I thought he wanted the magic, but he apparently wants to build Neverland, which is pretty big, I think. That's pretty big what he wants to do, and it's definitely going to be very interesting to see what he can do here. So, I think this is going to get very interesting. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen here. I'm just very interested in seeing what he's going to do here, because I think it's going to be just really, really interesting in my opinion. I think it's just going to get very interesting and also very intense. Looks like next week the curse is coming back and they're going to have to stop it from coming back. And it looks like that Rumpelstiltskin's going to kill Pan. I'm really hoping this curse does not come back, because that'd be really stupid. Throwback to Season 1. And we did get a lot of throwbacks to Season 1 this episode, but that's not one of the throwbacks from Season 1 that I'd like. Although I would like to see a lot of chaos, I don't really want to see that necessarily. So yeah, I really love this. There's quite a lot of things that could happen here. As far as him building the new Neverland, I don't really know what he means by this. I'm guessing he means basically a place where he has all the power and everything. Which is, I mean, that's what Pan wants, essentially. That's what we know he wants. He wants power, and that's pretty much what he wants here. So, it's definitely going to be very interesting. Next week is a mid-season finale, which I am looking forward to. Now, this episode was a bit of a letdown, as you can, it was great to see him in Storybrooke, but I thought the subplot was just unnecessary and silly. It's basically why, Snow White and Prince Charming decided to, how they tried to stop Regina in their wedding, and I didn't really care for that at all. I liked more of this plot that we got, and it seems like, I'm hoping Regina's going to find out about Pan eventually. I do think she's going to find out, but when she finds out, it's going to be a little too late. But that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, and I gotta go now, guys, because Bonnie and Clyde is on the new miniseries. Bonnie and Clyde is on tonight, and I really am looking forward to it, so I'll see you guys for that video. By the way, as far as Bonnie and Clyde go, I'm not doing it as part 1, part 2. I'm going to just do both parts, and I'll talk to you about both of them, so I'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.